Besties, the internet is absolutely roasting Kody Brown right now, and honestly, I've been waiting for this moment for years. For so long, Kody has strutted around like he's the toughest guy alive, bullying women and children under the guise of being the god of his family. Then, when it suited him, he tossed his first wife aside, married a younger woman buried in debt with 3 kids, and played hero by adopting them before running off into the sunset. We all saw it. We all knew it was coming. And finally, Kody's getting the smackdown we've all been waiting for. Now, let's talk about this new reality show, Special Forces. This man, at 57 years old, signs up to compete alongside 30-something professional athletes, acting like he's still the star quarterback of his high school days. Kody has never gotten over his glory days as a state champion wrestler in Wyoming. But let's be real, he came from a tiny school with a tiny pool of competitors. His son Hunter, on the other hand, actually won state in Las Vegas, a massive school, real competition. But Kody? He's still out here bragging like he's an elite athlete. So here we are, watching him step into a boxing ring with someone taller, broader, and far more athletic. And guess what? Kody gets absolutely wrecked. Fox released the clip, and it is chef's kiss perfection. Watching Kody puff himself up as this tough guy, only to be smacked down in front of the cameras, is pure irony. This man ignores his own sons who serve in the actual military, but thinks he's going to prove himself on a TV show pretending to be special forces. Only Kody Brown. And the internet? They did not hold back. Fans flooded his Instagram with comments that were absolutely brutal. People brought up everything from his melodramatic COVID scare. Remember when he claimed a 99-degree temperature was basically a near-death experience, to his blatant favoritism of Robyn. Others pointed out the hypocrisy. This is the same man who refused to be by his daughter's side during her spinal surgery because he couldn't leave Robyn's kids. Yet here he is, leaving everyone behind for a paycheck and fame. One fan wrote, "This just proves what we've known all along. Kody only ever cared about money and attention." Another called out Robyn's constant hold on him, saying, "No matter what you do, you're done, Kody. You can't redeem yourself." And, my personal favorite, don't worry about Robyn. Her eyebrows will protect her from anyone hitting on her while you're gone. Brutal. From the fake kidney issues to the fact that he bailed on his daughter's medical needs but had no problem running to a friend's wedding or a reality show gig, fans are done giving him passes. And the overwhelming message from the audience is clear. Kody Brown can play tough guy on TV all he wants, but he will never escape the truth of the choices he's made as a husband and a father. Let me just say this. The internet has obliterated Kody Brown, and honestly, the comments are brutal but deserved. People are calling him out left and right. One fan flat out asked, "You've got young kids who won't even come of age until you're 70. What were you thinking?" Another dragged him for ditching Robyn's kids to film a show but refusing to be there for his daughter's spinal surgery. And my favorite? Someone pointing out how Kody couldn't handle sleeping in an RV for a few nights a week, but thinks he's going to survive special forces? Please. And here's the truth. This isn't even real military training. Multiple military moms and veterans jumped in to say exactly that. One mom wrote, "This is a set. It's an entertainment show. There are medical professionals, contracts, and safety nets, so these wannabe dried-up reality stars don't even break a fingernail." And she's right. This is a mockery of real special forces training. None of these reality stars could ever go through what actual soldiers endure. But Kody? He's out here acting like this is his big heroic moment. Oh, and the eyebrow shade? Iconic. Someone else commented, "I guess eyebrows wanted more money." But all this is going to do is remind people how badly you failed your family. Ouch. Another cut deep saying, "I hope you didn't try to use your son's death to redeem your image, because that would be low even for you." And let's talk numbers. Kody has 185,000 followers on Instagram. Sounds decent, right? Except every single one of his ex-wives has over 1 million followers each. Christine, Janelle, Mary, all of them eclipse him online. Kody? He's the loser of the Sister Wives brand in terms of clout. His latest post? Barely 623 likes and 141 comments. Compare that to his wives pulling in tens of thousands of likes per post. The people have spoken. Kody is irrelevant. Here's the bigger issue, though. Kody has lost his identity. For 15 years, he played the role of polygamist patriarch on TLC, hiding behind faith while chasing fame. Now, he's pushing 60, drowning in a prolonged midlife crisis, and scrambling for any paycheck he can find. Sure, he's got a $2 million home, but it comes with a massive mortgage. He flipped his Coyote Pass property for a quick payout, but let's be real, Kody and Robin spend money as fast as it comes in. Robin shops, Kody plays victim, and the cycle repeats. At the end of the day, this man who once claimed he wanted to show the world that he wasn't like Warren Jeffs has turned into nothing more than a desperate reality star clinging to relevancy. Fame and money, that's what it was always about. And this special forces stunt? Just another sad attempt to stay in the spotlight while the women he mistreated move on and thrive. Kody Brown isn't really a star, at least not in the way people think. It honestly makes the whole thing feel like a fraud from the very beginning. I'm not trying to act like some moral authority here, but I never understood why Kody was famous in the first place. The only possible silver lining with this new show is that maybe someone will knock him down, bloody his nose, and finally put him in his place. He's about to be around people who actually grew up in the real world, not in a little bubble where everyone treated him like he was important. And honestly, even his own fans aren't excited about this. The comments online are not in his favor. This is even more clear now than when he first announced it. And one particular comment sums it up perfectly. That post asked if we want to see him cry. And the truth is, yes, we wanted to see you cry when Isabel was suffering. We wanted to see you cry when your sons begged for your attention. We wanted to see you cry when Gabe broke down over you forgetting his birthday. Even though you talked to him that day, it was still all about you. We wanted to see you cry for not being there for the son who desperately needed you. We wanted to see you cry with real remorse for all the pain and heartbreak you caused your wives and children. We wanted to see you cry with genuine regret for the damage your actions brought into their lives. But no, nobody wants to see you cry just because you got beat up on some reality show. That's not satisfying. And really, most of us already knew what would happen if Kody ever faced a man bigger than him. Outside of his own TV shows, where he gets to control the cameras and decide how everything is edited, he doesn't stand a chance. Because Kody has always been the type who only wants to look like the tough guy, and if he doesn't, he makes sure it never airs. But in this situation, if he goes up against trained athletes or professional fighters, he's going to lose. He's going to get knocked out. He's going to look like a fool. And even then, it doesn't erase what he did to his family. It doesn't change anything. Because the truth is, the people who should be holding him accountable never really got that chance. So, is this really what the world wants to see from Kody? Is he really this out of touch? I think the answer is yes. And beyond Kody, it speaks to a much bigger problem with our culture. We live in a society where people who are harmful, abusive, and destructive still get rewarded with fame. Networks hand them platforms because they bring drama and ratings, even if their personal lives are toxic. The worse they are, the more attention they get. And honestly, maybe I've grown more old school in my thinking, but it just feels wrong that our culture glorifies people like this. We even see criminals and abusers getting TV deals after scandals because chaos sells. Now, Kody's never been formally charged with a crime. But he's always the first to remind people that, in the eyes of the law, he's considered a felon because of his years in polygamy. He's always the first to say he's a criminal in that sense. And now, here he is again, chasing fame instead of facing the truth.